Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Alex, the Comic Hoarder. Thank you once again for clicking play on this video. I really appreciate all the support you guys have been showing me lately. I'm really excited to share this haul with you guys today. It consists of really hard to find variants, some signatures, as well as a book off of my 2019 want list. I'm really excited. I hope you guys are ready. Here we go. Before we get into the actual books for the haul, I want to show you guys some of the books that I'm absolutely a sucker for, and it will tie in with the books that I got for this haul. So before DC reset everything in 2012 with DC New 52, there were some really great covers and really great variants. And the nice thing about these variants is they weren't an A-B 1-to-1 ratio. They were 1 in 5, 1 in 10, 1 in 15 variants. And some of these books are absolutely amazing and really sought after. The first book I want to share with you is this Green Lantern number 9. This is the Ethan Van Sciver variant, and this is during the Jeff Johns run on Green Lantern. Next book up is this Green Lantern 25. It's a really awesome 1 in 10 Gary Frank variant. As you can see, you've got all the Green Lanterns of Earth at that time. This is within that Jeff Johns run, and what's really important about this book is there's a lot of first appearances, including Atrocitus and Larfleeze. And the last Green Lantern book I want to show you guys is this Green Lantern 55. I believe this is a 1 in 25 Doug Mahnke variant. It's a really awesome Lobo cover, and believe it or not, this still commands over $100. Pre-New 52 had a lot of great artists with a lot of great variants. This is Justice League of America number 6. This is the Adam Hughes variant. Next up is this stunning David Mack 1 in 10 Justice League of America number 45 Supergirl variant. This one is a really awesome Legion of Superheroes number 1 Jim Lee variant featuring Saturn Girl. This is probably my first exposure to Gilliam March, at least when I really wanted to seek out this comic book for his cover artwork. This is Superboy number 2, and this is the Gilliam March cover featuring Poison Ivy. Another awesome book with a really great cover. This is Teen Titans number 89. This is a Frank Quitely variant, and this is where Damian Wayne joins the Teen Titans. You guys will probably all recognize this next book. Now, I haven't seen a lot of people showing this lately. Maybe they've all dried up, but I challenge you guys, go look for this book. See if you can find it in the back issue bins. See if you can stealth buy this book. But this is Wonder Woman 614, the Alex Gardner variant. Now, a 9.4 of this just recently sold for $100. This was my first exposure to Alex Gardner, and his artwork is just really, really stunning. So all those books that I just showed were books that I already had in the collection. These are new books now to the collection. This is actually a second copy of this book, and this is Superman 710, and this is a 1 in 10 Adam Hughes variant. One thing I wanted to share with you guys, when I'm out hunting for comics, looking in the back issue bins, I always look at the barcode right there. And as you can see, it says 710, it's issue 710. The next number is a 2, and that means this is a variant cover of this book. Also, you'll see the next number in there is a 1. Now, if you see a 2 or a 3 or a 4, that's subsequent printings of this book. But I wanted to share that with you guys. I always check those out if I'm not familiar with the book and I see that it is a variant cover. I may do a little research there in the shop before I pull the trigger, but wanted to share that with you. This is a really great Adam Hughes cover. Sometimes when it rains, it pours, and I was searching for this book for a while, couldn't find any copies of it, and recently I've seen about 4 or 5 in the wild, picked up a few. This is Superman number 712. This is the Art Germ variant. It's in the same run as this, just 2 issues away. So there's Adam Hughes and now Art Germ. This is a really cool Connor Kent cover with Crypto. And this book, for a while, I think was reaching, $20 to $30 just for this book right here. So you may be able to find this for a couple bucks. And it's a really cool Art Germ, lesser known Art Germ cover. And sometimes when it rains, once again, just to use that analogy, but was looking for this book as well because it's got some really great first appearances in it. This is Tales of the Green Lantern Corps number 1. I showed this book in the last haul, so this is my second copy now. This is the first appearance of Aricia. And there's other first appearances. I'm not sure if it's 1, 2, 3, or 4. Can't remember how many books in the lot there are, but there is the first appearance of Necron in one of these books in this series. Maybe this book, hopefully I'll do a little bit more research, maybe for the next video if I find it again. But Necron is very instrumental in the Blackest Night storyline. If you didn't know from the last video, this is a Brian Bolland cover. Really great book and first appearance of Aricia. And here's some Marvel. This is the Ultimate Fantastic Four number 21. This is actually the Greg Land variant. and this is the first appearance of the Marvel Zombies. This is the first full appearance of the Marvel Zombies. This is Ultimate Fantastic Four number 22. And as you can see here, it was signed by Greg Land. That's really cool. Awesome Magneto cover. And to round out the Marvel Zombies storyline, this is the Ultimate Fantastic Four 23. This is the second appearance of the Marvel Zombies, and you can see once again it's signed by Greg Land. Well, big shout out to the Comicholics channel. Recently they did a video on the top 10 characters they do not want to see in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that may actually show up on the list, Marvel Zombies. Big shout out to Comicholics channel. Check them out. I was really ecstatic to find 3 more signed books at this antique shop from this really reputable dealer. This is Green Lantern Rebirth number 2. As you can see here, the last number on the barcode is a 2, so we know that this is a second print of this book. Green Lantern Rebirth number 2, second print, signed by cover artist Ethan Van Sciver in 2006. Really happy to own this book. I could not pass up on an opportunity to own these next 2 books. This is Identity Crisis number 6. As you can see, it is signed by the late, great Michael Turner right there on the title. It is also signed by the inker, who I believe his name is Peter Steigerwald. Identity Crisis is what brought me back into reading comic books. I took a break from 1998 to about 2005, and this story is what brought me back. It was the death of Sue Dibney, Elongated Man's wife, and then it's how the superheroes dealt with that loss. In this issue, Jason Todd discovers that his father was actually murdered as well. Really great story, and happy to own this signed book. And for the 3rd time in this video, When It Rains, It Pours. Found that book signed by Michael Turner, and I also found this book signed by Michael Turner as well. What's great about this is Superman Batman number 10. It's also signed by Jeff Loeb, but this is the A cover, which is the beautiful Jim Lee. Michael Turner does the interior artwork. Would love to get this signed by Jim Lee and then have this triple signed book be authenticated and verified by CBCS. What a treasure this would be to have all 3 signatures on this very, very cool book. People are drawn to the comic book community for several different reasons. For me, it was watching guys like Omega Shenryuken, Lightning 2288, Hero Hunter Clint, the Doom 143, Master X Splinter, Tom Ryan, all these guys who I would just watch so faithfully every time they would put out a video, Mercenaut. And it would help me raise my awareness to some of these comic books. And then when I'd be out in the field hunting for these books, I would recognize them and pick them up. I don't think I would have any knowledge of this book if it weren't for the comic book community. Someone showed this recently, can't remember who it is to give them the credit, but this is Batman Arkham Knight number 1. This is the GameStop variant. And there's another GameStop variant where this logo right here is in gold, and that one's going for like $150, $160, $70. It's going crazy. This one's actually going for really good money as well. The asking price, most typically what I see, is about $60 to $70. This one's still sealed in the poly bag within this bag. And GameStop doesn't really necessarily take care of their books the greatest in my experience. This one has one little ding, but that looks like it could potentially be pressed out. But this is a great book. If you guys can find this one, it's the GameStop variant. Very, very hard to find. And it's not one that I would even know about if it weren't for the comic book community. The last book is finally my first book off the 2019 want list. And I've got the package right here. I'm going to set this up and we'll do a little magic. We'll do a little editing magic for the unboxing, and I'm going to snap my finger and this thing will turn into a slab. Here we go. And there it is. That was one of the fastest unboxings I've ever done on YouTube. I was really excited to open this book. Here is a reminder of what my 2019 want list is. A lot of replacements or upgrades to some of these other books. And this one is a 4.0. It's white, off-white to white pages, excuse me, in the brand new CGC holder. And without further delay, here is the book. This is an upgrade to the one that I had that I recently got rid of. So this is an upgrade and a replacement. This is a 4.0 copy of Aquaman 11, the first appearance of Mera. And that's it for the haul, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Finally got a book off of my 2019 want list. I hope you enjoyed the books that I showed before. I've got a lot more of those kind of books to show, and maybe I'll mix some of those in with the haul so you can see a little bit more of the collection. Also, if this is your first time here, would love to have you hit that subscription button, hit that bell to be notified when there's other videos. If you guys can, if you could smash that like button. If you have any questions or need anything from me, hit me up on Instagram. I will never leave you on read. I will always reply you guys because I love interacting with the people in this community. And with that being said, you guys check out some of these other videos and I will talk to you all on the next one. See you guys. Bye.